Alright guys, welcome back to another Genshin Impact video, and yeah, the live stream for version 3.3 just concluded, and now I'm gonna give you guys a full recap of what you need to know and what's gonna happen in version 3.3, which is gonna be coming out on 7th of December, which is on a Wednesday, and that's when the patch goes live. So let's get started of all you need to know about the next upcoming patch. Alright guys, so now let us talk about the first thing that's coming to version 3.3, which is the Archon Quest, the Interlude Chapter. So they mentioned there will be more additional storyline related to the conclusion of Sumeru main storyline. So it's called the Inversion of Genesis. So don't forget to do that story quest as well, because it's I think sort of the finale towards the entire Sumeru story that is has just concluded in version 3.2. So very exciting to see more information there as we played the story. So that's very nice. New characters is coming to the game, so we also saw in the trailer and also the character demo or the sort of a demo for us to see. Wanderer is a 5-star animal catalyst which is coming to the game. Looks pretty sick from what I see. He can fly in mid-air and hover in mid-air, looks like, and he can do a lot of very fast normal attacks, so which will be interesting to see. And that's actually make me kind of excited to pull him, because at first I wasn't sure what is his kit gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be very interesting animal DPS, or maybe yeah, can consider him as a DPS, I'm sure. And we have another unit as well, which is Farazan, a 4-star animal bow user. From what I see in the demo, she's like sort of like a crowd controller as well, like a mini version of Venti, you can say. She can shoot her charge attack arrows, and once you hit the enemy, it will suck them in as you do charge attack. So that's pretty nice as well. I don't think we have any animal user that can do that besides Venti. With Venti's ult, I believe is the only one I think can do that, and obviously Kazuha's skill as well, and Sucrose. But I think Frauenzan's one looks like I see it can grab enemies faster than like Sucrose or even yeah, other animal units. So we'll have to test out and see how fresh how she plays. And yeah, that's what I can say for now, because she's untested, so we have to wait and see. And she's a 4-star unit, so she'll be pretty easy to obtain, I hope, if you're going for the Wanderer or Arataki Ito. So speaking of the characters, now we can finally talk about the new wish banners that's coming into the game. So we have the Wanderer and Ito on phase 1, and both of them will feature Farazan as their 4-star unit, which is great because I actually want to go for Wanderer and also attempt to get some Farazan copies, so that'll be nice. Phase 2, however, we have Raiden Shogun and Kamisato Ayato making a comeback for the reruns. So if you don't have Raiden Shogun yet, I really urge you guys to actually prioritize getting Raiden Shogun over the Wanderer or even Ito and even Kamisato Ayato, because Raiden Shogun I think is one of the best units in the game. I think so far for me personally, she's very strong. And she's an Archon, so I always advise you guys go for the Archons because they are usually very strong. So that's my tip for you guys, and that's all the wishing banners. For the new weapons that's coming to the game, we only got one, which is I'm sure this is the best in slot for the Wanderer, which is the Tula's Remembrance. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce it, but that's a 5-star catalyst and looks like a bell, to be honest. But that's all the info we got for the weapons. Not much information on it. And now finally we can talk about the new events. So the new events are coming to Genshin Impact, pretty interesting. They did tweak a few of the events, some of the rerun events, and there's some new events as well. So the main event of 3.3 is the Akitsu Kimo Dameshi. So this is the new, you can say the flagship event of 3.3. It looks pretty sick. And I can see that we can get a free 4-star event slot, which looks pretty nice as well. And you also get a bunch of resources like the Craft Insight, Primo Gems, and so on. And the interesting thing about this event is co-op capable, so you can play your friends, looks like from what I heard, which is pretty nice. And it has a mini game, something similar to Tetris from what I see, so pretty unique, using elemental reactions to break down those bricks. So pretty unique, I think, in my opinion. And that is the Akitsu Kimo Damashi event. What you guys think? I think it's pretty okay. You're getting a free stuff, so don't waste it on Primo Gems. It's gonna be a lot, I'm sure. And yeah, it's gonna be fun playing a friend, so that's pretty sick. The next event also is a co-op capable event. This is the Across the Wilderness. It's a racing kind of event from what I see. Also a mini game, so you can play your friends, looks like, from what I heard, and just collect certain balloons based on the environment, looks like, from what I heard. Not much information on other than that, but we have to play the event and see how it works, and we go on from there. So that is the second event, which is a racing event. The third event, this one is very exciting because I love Windtrace. So Windtrace is making a comeback. I think this is the third rerun for Windtrace already, I believe. So if you don't know, Windtrace is a hide and seek like event where you where there's hunters and rebels. So if you got selected as a hunter, you have to hunt down the rebels, and the rebels are the ones that's supposed to hide until the time runs out. So that's very nice. They did change some of the mechanics for the game, so look to see how it plays out when you're playing as an observer. From what I see, observers have like some kind of benefit, looks like, for the particular team. So we'll have to see how it fares when playing Windtrace in the game itself. So yeah, we'll have to find out more information once we get it in game. But overall, a welcoming change. But I hope to see if they fix all those issues that I had complained in the past for Windtrace. But let's see. I'm keeping my fingers crossed on this. So let's hope for the best. And the next event is the Misty Dungeon Realms of Sand. So Misty Dungeon, you guys don't know, is usually a event where they let you try out multiple trial characters. In the past, which I actually like, and they added some of the trial characters which are in the gacha and you haven't get them, and that's actually a very nice thing you can do. You can try the characters in the event, so that's very nice. So this is a combat rated event with selected trial characters, and looks like from the footage they showed us, Nahida is inside there, so that's pretty sick. They're letting us try some of the units that maybe some of you guys don't have or yet to obtain in the future, so it's very cool. They allow us to try out some of these new child characters, so yep, that's pretty sick. And the last sort of event, I call it, maybe not really an event, for some it's a double Mora or EXP event for ley line overflow. So pretty much you spend the usual amount of resin for a ley line, you get doubled rewards. So that's pretty nice. If you lack of resources in terms of Mora or EXP books, this is the event you don't want to miss. So yep. And that's all the events, guys, that we have for version 3.3. But that's not it. They actually also posted some new artifact sets that come into the game. I will show you on screen here. Alright, so they showed us two new artifact sets. So the first set you can see on screen is the Desert Pavilion Chronicle. So this one I think looks like best in slot for one build or potentially any animal DPS. But 2-piece set is animal damage bonus 15%, and 4-piece set is when charge attack hits opponents, the equipping character's normal attack speed will increase by 10%, while normal charge and plunging attack damage will receive 40% increase of damage for 15 seconds. So I think this set can be quite universal for major animal DPS users that really focus on their attack speed and also their charge attacks, and also plunging attack damage and normal attack. So that's pretty nice. I think this can be used on Shell maybe, or even and basically any animal DPS. So that's pretty nice. And this set is going to be quite universal set for most of the DPS users for animal. And the next set is the Flower of Paradise Lost. It's another EM set, looks like. It's an increased elemental mastery by 80. And the 4-piece set is equipping characters Bloom, Hyper Bloom, and Burgeon reaction damage are increased by 40%. Additionally, after equipping the character equipping additionally, after the equipping character triggers Bloom, Hyper Bloom, or Burgeon, they will gain another 25% bonus to the effect mentioned prior. Each stack of these last 10 seconds, max 4 stacks simultaneously. This effect can be triggered once per second. The character we equip still can trigger it if you. Wow, so this is like another alternative to the Gilded Dream set, I think. You can use this as well. So I don't think you need to farm the Flower of Paradise Lost if you have already decked out a Gilded Dream set. So that's my opinion. But anyway, if you're gonna be farming this domain, you're gonna be getting either these two sets. So I think if you got a pretty good set from this set compared to your Gilded Dream set, then I think this could be a very good alternative. And that is not a must to farm this domain actually, unless you're building like animal DPS with this set. So yeah, but other than that, pretty nice artifacts we can farm. If you really need them, you can start farming actually in next patch, which is pretty nice. Alright, and finally, we can finally talk about the new permanent gameplay which is coming to Genshin Impact, which is the Genius Invocation TCG. So this is actually one of the most exciting thing that I'm excited personally. about the new patch because of this new permanent gameplay is coming to the game. So this is not an event, it's gonna be in the game forever. So if you don't have much time to play, this game mode will be in the game, and you can just pretty much trigger it anytime basically. From what I see, you can talk to an NPC and a random NPC. I'm not too sure, but looks like any NPC in the open world, and you can actually start a duel actually between you and the NPC, which is pretty interesting. And you can earn a bunch of rewards. From what I see, there's a shop. Looks like you can get some card designs or card effects from the tokens you earn from beating the other player, which is pretty sick. I'm very excited for those things. They also said we can play with our friends, so looks like I think it looks like they showed us in the teapot. You can invite a friend to battle with you. Looks like in the teapot, which is pretty sick. I think we can host some kind of tournament maybe with this kind of thing because it's possible now with the if matchmaking is possible, it said, and with your friends as well. So that's pretty sick. I'm very excited actually for this one. Most excited actually compared to other things they mentioned, to be honest. But yep, TCG is coming finally to 3.3. We can kind of say this is a bonus kind of gameplay besides the Spiral Abyss that doesn't require resin. So another permanent gameplay coming to the game that doesn't require resin, which is the TCG. So that's pretty amazing, and I'm very excited for that. Alright guys, so that's all for the version 3.3 live stream recap. What do you guys think? Are you excited for the new characters, the new banners that are coming, the new events, and even most importantly, the TCG? So for me personally, as I said, TCG is the one that excites me the most in this patch. And also maybe the Archon quest, I want to see what's going on in the interlude. And also the wishing banners for Wanderer, as I myself actually is planning to wish for the Wanderer and also maybe get some copies of files to play around with. It's pretty exciting to see. I'm not guaranteed, so hopefully I get Wanderer in a 50-50. If I lost it, it's okay. We'll skip and save for another unit. But that's all for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully this video helps and summarized everything you need to know about the version 3.3 live stream recap. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.